Happy New Year! This is my 2023 Wrapped in 246 seconds. I hope you enjoy it. I had a ton of fun making it. Let's send it. January began with a massive storm hitting the Bay Area and flooding our house, so we had to deal with that before anything else. Work started with a trip to Chicago for our North America All Hands. I did a panel with 4 of my favorite people. February was a presentation for Hicks's Supplier Experience Community, then talking digital ESG for the Supply Chain Management Association. March, it was off to London for the Procurement Founders Circle, then off to Basel, which turned out to be a bit of a misadventure because I was too laissez-faire about getting to Heathrow and missed my flight. So I had to fly to Zurich and then take a car to Basel. While in Basel, I saw this lovely woman. April was off to Detroit to Kearney's Digital Model Factory. See my separate video on this. I also visited the lovely Dubrovnik, where I talked about nuclear war, AI, and the death of category management. I saw these amazing people, including a lovely private lunch with this guy, and of course, dinner with this guy. I raced out of Dubrovnik to Chicago Forge, which was awesome. I got to see my great friend Mike. Then off to New York for a client workshop. May was a bit lighter with a ProcureTech webinar, Zip Fireside Chat, and an appearance on Sarah Barnes-Humphrey's Blended podcast. In June, it was off to Texas, a quick stop in Dallas to see these lovely women, and on to Austin, where I had an amazing dinner with Rachel. The next day was Kearney's CPO Roundtable, followed by our first Procurement Founders Circle in the U.S., right there in Austin. Lance, Shaquille, and I left Austin and went to San Francisco to do the next Procurement Founders Circle. So much fun. We had a room full of procurement royalty there, including the founders from 3 process orchestration startups. The next day, I took Lance and Shaquille on a lovely hike, followed by an amazing breakfast. I did a fireside chat with Itamar and Greg. In July, I had the pleasure of visiting Intuitive Surgical. Talk about stunning technological innovation. It blew me away. Rounded out the month with a Tonkian podcast, followed by a Pride Month webinar with Orchestro. August, it was off to Atlanta to talk at the Sustainable Purchasing Leadership Council's conference. Since I was in Atlanta, I had to stop here. September brought the Kearney partner meeting in Kauai. That was really hard work. I had a chance to take a picture under the delightful procurement sign, recorded a webinar with more from Opstream, then a podcast for PharmaSource. October was off to London, a trip to Canary Wharf, our second London Procurement Founders Circle. I left London and headed to Amsterdam for DPW and the launch of my new book. You can read my article and watch the video reflections on that. Links are below. So many great experiences. However, the most unexpected fun moment was accidentally crashing a dinner with the Akira Labs team, Matthias, and Dr. Karsten. Totally random, but so fun. When I'm speaking, I like to get to the venue early, like really early, before most people get there. So I decided to go around taking pictures and amusing myself in the nearly empty exhibition hall. Some friendly faces I got to connect with, and some of my favorite moments that didn't revolve around me. My flight home was full of all-stars. I popped down to LA for the day to talk to the LA Procurement Council. Then we had the Bay Area Procurement Group at Box, hosted by Linda and Conrad. November brought my last trip of the year to New York for a private dinner. I managed to see a couple of key clients and friends, including Len. The dinner was Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, I got up early, flew from New Jersey to San Francisco, went straight to downtown to the Zip Forward event, did the fireside chat, went home, and pretty much collapsed. I did a virtual talk for Omnia's Spend Control Summit. Then I spoke at Level Path's launch day. Anybody see a pattern here? December was my absolute last event of the year, the Digital Futures discussion with Shashi. What a year. By the numbers, that's 14 fireside chats, 12 keynotes, 4 webinars, 3 podcasts, 2 panel discussions, 2 lectures, 1 AMA, and a partridge in a pear tree. And that's a wrap. A great year full of fantastic memories. Thank you to everyone. I am now officially creating content on YouTube at Dr. Elouise and on TikTok at Dr. Elouise44. If you'd like to see more content from me, please consider liking and subscribing. And with that, have a fantastic 2024. Peace out.